Have you been looking for an effective way to carry additional magazines with you for your semi-automatic firearm, whether that is at the range or maybe around your property or maybe even in a concealed carry situation? Well, the Fobus double pistol magazine pouch will help in that endeavor as you seek to carry additional magazines for your firearm. This is the 6900 version of the Fobus double pistol magazine pouch. They make a single pistol magazine pouch, but I really like this double pistol magazine pouch because it uses their paddle system, which they use on lots of their holsters, and I really like it. It's very easy to put on and take off. I also liked it because it gave me the option of having 2 magazines instead of 1. The 6900 version of this will take the 9mm and 40 caliber double stacked magazines. I think you could also probably fit the 357 SIG magazines in here. They're all the same size as the 40 or the 9s. This is particularly the 6900 set up for Glocks, H&Ks, and Smith & Wesson M&Ps. I would check and make sure that you're getting the exact holster as you purchase it. They have ones for 1911, single stack magazines, the Rugers. So make sure you're getting the one that fits the magazines for your intended pistol. This fits the magazines for my Glock 19. This is a 15-round magazine. Does a great job of fitting that. This is a Glock 17-round magazine. All right, and it does a very good job of carrying either one of those. So if you had a Glock 19, even a Glock 26, it'll fit the magazines for those firearms. The 10-round mag, this is a little 10-rounder for the Glock 26, fits very nicely in the pouch. And you can see they've done a little cutaway to help you get a little better grip as you go to draw these shorter magazines. So they do a good job of providing that. Even if you put the magazines riding with the rounds right in that way, okay, you're able to grasp very easily and get a grip on the butt plate of the magazine as you pull it out. Gives you a very secure grip. You can see there that that magazine did fall out. And it doesn't grip the mag super tight. Alright, you can see I'm shaking it there, but it does hold them relatively securely. You can see there. In some cases it seems to hold the bigger mags actually better. I think it's got more to grip onto there. As you can see, that's a loaded 17-rounder. It's not coming out. That particular 10-rounder falls out easily. We'll try that again over here on this side, but it does hold the rounds, it does hold the magazines relatively securely. And again, those aren't going to be riding most of the time upside down, they're going to be riding upright, so you're going to have gravity helping you there. But I just want to show you that all the magazines will fit very nicely into it. If you have a 9, a 40, 357 SIG Glock, particularly for the 6900 model. How would you use this gear tester, you might be wondering. I wouldn't, and I haven't incorporated this into a everyday concealed carry system, and I have no intention of doing that. This holster does sit very close, or this mag pouch does sit very close to your hip. You can see there's almost no space, additional space used there. You can't take the paddle off. The paddle is secured there by rivets. This red portion here is actually kind of a soft, grippy rubber. It's not sticky, but it is grippy, and that helps. Kind of feels almost like leather, like a soft suede. It's not. It's just plastic. But it does allow you, when you tuck this inside your pants, it doesn't cause chafing or rubbing over extended periods of use. It's got a good system. You're going to want to make sure that you get those little tabs or lugs underneath your belt so it doesn't come up. You are going to want to wear a belt most of the time if you're going to be using this. If I peel this back, you can see how the magazines are actually retained. This also helps keep your belt from not slipping out. You can see here there are these pieces of plastic that are pushed in, and those give a level of attention to your magazine in the pouch. I wish that Fobus had created these magazine pouches with an ability to tighten a screw and tighten down the amount of friction that was on the magazine. That's one thing I don't like about this magazine pouch, but it's doing a very good job. I've enjoyed it. I think it's a great system to have in your vehicle. If you're going to go on a hiking, just a quick hike or something like that, be able to just grab it, put it on. Whether you're concealed carry or open carry with a jacket over it, I think you could conceal that relatively well. I think it's also a great thing to have by your bedside stand. If you're wearing some kind of pajamas that are going to allow you to slip this in your waistband, maybe you've got a pair of pajamas that has a pull cord on it, you could get up and put this right inside your waistband and be ready to go and have additional rounds of ammunition if you chose to go around your house looking for a individual who might have broken in. I'd probably stay in my bedroom and wait for the police to show up, but if I had children in the house with me, I would be more motivated to go and make sure that someone was not hurting my child. And I'd want to be able to carry additional rounds with me rather than just whatever I would have in the pistol that might be by my bedside stand. And you could probably argue for using a shotgun, but this would definitely be something, an easy way to carry additional rounds of ammunition on you in that kind of a situation. Also at the range, I find that this kind of a system is very nice to have additional rounds of ammunition on your belt, ready to shoot. You can load a couple magazines out. You're not fishing in your pockets trying to find things, fight your car keys and all that kind of stuff. No, you can just grab it and go. You could have a 17 rounds and 17 rounds in your gun if you want to do something like that. That's quite a lot of shooting before you have to go right back to the bench. And especially if you're doing things like running and gunning like I love to do, shooting steel, this is a great little system to have. I have tried a number of different systems. This is a 511 double pistol magazine pouch, and it will fit the 17 round Glock mags very nicely, and they are great. They're really set up for MOLLE gear. And I like the positive nature, really secure nature of that Velcro. That's something that this doesn't have. I really wish it had a little more positive hold there, something that came over that I had to undo. I like the system. I like the paddle. I like the way it rides. It is very comfortable. I've used this system just attached to my belt, running my belt through there, and I cinched it down by running it through a couple of the MOLLE loops, so it was a smaller amount there. I just found this to be extremely uncomfortable. And other systems that I've tried, whether that's these double magazine pouches or single 511 or other pistol magazine pouches, these just fabric ones are just very uncomfortable. That's not what has happened when I've used this Fobus version. It's been very, very comfortable, very nice to have, easy on and off. So I would recommend it to you. I wouldn't recommend this to you unless you're going to run these 511 magazine pouches on a MOLLE system. So a vest, a leg drop, something like that. Now, and they were never intended to be used on a belt. Show you this double. This is one of their, I think, medium dump pouches, and it's set up to be run for MOLLE, and it's also set up to be run on your belt. And this is actually very comfortable to run. So 511 can do it. This is just, they just haven't intended this to be run as a belt system. So if you're not going to be using this, I really think that probably the simplest and easiest solution is to go with this excellent little system by Fobus. Fobus double pistol magazine pouch is an excellent item. I would definitely recommend it to you. I find that it's a very comfortable system to have on. That's because it gets the magazines up high on your waist, above your belt. Things aren't swinging down low. I don't find that there's a lot of movement with this excellent paddle system. This red material there is grippy, almost like a synthetic suede, and is very comfortable. It's going to increase your comfort over time. I think you'll use this at the range, allowing you to have additional ammunition as you shoot, maybe as you move and do some running and gunning like I do. And I think you'll find that it will also be beneficial if you incorporated it maybe into your home defense or into an additional concealed carry system. It is a great product. There are a couple things that I wish that Fobus would do. That would be, one of those would be incorporate an additional way of retaining the magazine. And one thing I would like to see is that these pistol magazine pouch, that there was some way to tighten the tension down on it. As it is, there's just these two little pieces of molded plastic that push down on the magazine. But I wish that there would be some kind of a screw that you could tighten up and get additional tension on the magazines if you so wanted to do that. You can see there's the tabs that are going to hold it onto your belt, and there's a tab right there on the main portion that's going to increase the system being held onto your belt. But I would love to see a system incorporated here that would allow me to have more retention on the magazines. That's one thing I don't like about this system. But for $30 and for the ease of taking it on and off, I think this is a great product, one I would definitely recommend to you. Thank you very much for your views and your subscriptions. My goal is to produce quality video reviews of shooting, camping, and survival gear. This is the Gear Tester signing off.